Okay, you guys. So you are standing at the train at Sunstop Station. There are crowds of people going about their business all around you guys, and you have the city of Lighthaven at your disposal. Where would you guys like to go first?
Yeah, I mean, I think we said the shop, the really
Mhm.
well named shop, we're gonna go
Yes.
to gun
It
shop,
is.
and we're gonna bring Lessa and Kyrie with us.
Mhm.
So pack your bags, you two. We're heading to the shop.
We have no
They,
bags.
yeah, they do not have much belongings.
Oh
but
well,
yes, they
then
appreciate
just
It's okay. We have a uniform. We got that.
it. Okay.
And by the time we're done saying the name of the shop, we might be there, so that's good.
Damn.
It's really not that bad, is it? I mean, I always thought we were kind of like a if you know it kind of shop.
yeah, but we need to think about global branding, Gunoff.
I mean, I think it's a
Okay.
nice sentiment. It's just I don't know if it gets customers to really buy in.
Okay. We'll workshop it. Okay.
That's why the shop's been struggling. It's just the name.
That's what
It's
it
going
is.
to turn around right now. That's what it's going to be.
It's been doing all right. It's probably it probably has not gotten as much money as it deserves.
Yeah, but I
we'll say.
suspect half of the reason why is you give a bunch of stuff away for free. I just
That-
know
that's-
that's happening.
Mhm.
Oh, you can't pay it all? That's fine. Just what can you pay? Carrots? Great. Let's do that instead.
I'm hungry.
Oh wait, you need carrots? Oh, I'm sorry. Here, I have some.
Here, I have some carrots.
Yeah. So,
Before
I
we set
assume-
off, can I take my
okay.
shackles off? Because I thought we needed to do that if we're gonna go into the city center. So I'm probably gonna do that. Sorry, I'm just letting you know.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay, okay.
No,
You're fine.
absolutely. It is important.
You take out the little key and you sort of
Mhm,
get them. They kind of come out. They unlock.
mhm.
Great.
Okay.
And I would like to ask Gunoff to hold them in one of his many bags for me. please.
Absolutely. I would like to take a closer inspection now that they're not on you, but there's a better time for that, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
A better place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
the shop.
if we're walking, I would say, so Gunoff, how far is this shop?
It's pretty downtown. It could probably use a better location. It's not anywhere close to this where we came in, but yeah, it's a little bit of a walk, maybe 20 minutes.
Is this like a nice city or is this like New York? Like, is it like smelly and
Wow.
gross,
Oh,
or is it, like-
mean.
Wow.
So we can tackle exactly where your shop is located, Gunolf. But
Mhm.
as you walk out of the Sunstop station, you notice that this is definitely, I would say, a nicer city, if anything. That isn't to say that there may not be more rundown areas, but as you sort of walk out into the city proper, you can see that they have like nice stone roads paved everywhere. There are sort of lampposts that are stationed. As you kind of nice good distance between each other, good light coverage, and they appear to be sort of lit. Or I mean, I guess they're. I mean, yeah, it's actually late enough. The sun is setting. As they are lit, it's by some sort of magic, essentially, to create like a nice glistening kind of, yellowish, kind of golden hue to kind of light the streets and everything like that. And you notice that kind of coming out of the main, I guess, entrance or exit of Sunstop Station, the road that kind of pulls out of there is got a different tone of stone. There are more like stones in it that are white, sort of with like golden specks and everything in it. On one particular path that leads further into the city, and that path is a little wider than a lot of the side streets. Gunolf, you would know that this is essentially Whitestone Way. It is sort of a central path that more or less runs centrally through almost all the areas of the city, and you can kind of follow it to roughly get everywhere. There are plenty of like alleys and side streets and everything like that. But if you stick to Whitestone Way, you can more or less get to where you need to.
Cool.
Now, as far as where your shop is, you said it's a couple of minutes away, is what you had said?
I said like some 20 minutes or so away
Okay.
from.
Well, this will be sort of a question more to you than to Gunnolf. There are a number of different places that you might set up shop in Lighthaven. There is the Whitestone Market proper, which is a very big place where they sell all kinds of different things. There's also Trade Street, which tends to be where like actual merchants set up kind of stalls or like have warehouses. So it's a bit more for bulk selling and things like that. There is Hammerhovel, which is where a lot of the smithing and industry, all of that kind of the lot more of the noise and all that kind of stuff, that kind of things are. And then there's also what they call Bottle Alley, where potions, chemists, any of that kind of work is typically sold and done. Now, Sunstop Station is maybe, I don't know, a couple minutes walk away from Hammerhovel, and a little bit farther from that is Bottle Alley. If you were to follow the main road to the east, you would eventually get down to Whitestone Market, which then leads into Trade Street. So how are you marketing your shop? Which of those areas do you think would be the most accurate for it?
I want it to be the transition shop between the bottle and the hammer.
Okay, so you're on the edge of sort of Bottle Alley leading into Hammerhovel, essentially.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's maybe 15 minutes away, 15, 20 minutes away. Not a big walk. So I take it everyone follows Gunnolf's lead?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So striking off into the city, you immediately find yourself in, I don't want to say one of the worst neighborhoods because that's not the case. But the smell of, just work, labor. You're sort of walking through an area. It's noisy. It's there's like the plumes from the forges and everything like that. You catch the occasional like scent of like say tanners and leatherers. It is definitely a place where a lot of just work is done, and some element of that is very present. It's not necessarily super pristine here. There's definitely a bit more grime in places, ash or soot and things like that. But you get the feeling that it is sort of just evidence of the hard work being done here, so that it's just kind of hard to upkeep it, whereas it would be easier to keep other places of the city clean. So that isn't to say that like this is a dirty area of the city. No place is dirty, but this is a well-used area of the city, and there are a lot of shops as you guys pass through. Dwarves, orcs, elves, humans, occasional beast folk, they all have different shops as you guys are walking through, and they sell all kinds of things, armor, weapons. You notice as you kind of walk through that there's a certain specificity in the shops. If you had to hazard a guess, you would say that every shop has sort of had to struggle to find the niche that it sort of caters to. So while a certain shop could probably sell more than just say orcish weapons, it seems that that's what they've decided to sell. Whereas say the guy next to them is like, no, this is the finest dwarven armor, that sort of thing. With such a plethora of smiths and like craftsmen, you'd have to suspect that some of them could double up on work. But it seems that they've sort of settled into selling what they want to sell and what they cater to, like a mutually assured destruction, so to speak. So as you guys are moving through, and they try to hawk their wares to you at a couple different places. I don't know if you guys are interested in buying weapons or armor, but they certainly will try to sell you some as you walk about. But assuming you resist, you eventually find yourselves sort of on the cusp of an area that seems a bit more urban, a bit more. The shops are packed a little bit closer together. It's less industrial with forges, although there are still some. There are glass blowers and things like that. But you eventually find yourself in front of a shop labeled Eloise's what was it, tinctures and Scotty's trinkets.
That's it.
Gunolf, describe your shop to me or to everybody.
It is we have spotlights on the names and not necessarily on the items that it is selling. So everybody's first and foremost sees Eloise and Scotty as opposed to the objects that we're selling. So
I think I'm seeing the
that-
problem with the marketing. What do they sell there? I don't know. I just see names of people.
Eloise's? I don't know. What is that?
But it is a industrial area that is made to look more, or industrial building that's made to look more like what you would imagine a grandmother's house to be. In essence, it presents itself as a comforting vibe.
Okay. Like just a single doorway to enter in? Are there like display windows or anything of the sort, or is
There's
it just...
there's a couple of display windows. Think like I don't know if you guys know like the Midwest bump outs or whatever, but like you have like a wall that juts out from the house, and it has windows on each side.
Mhm.
That's the kind of vibe it's going for.
Okay.
Is there a
Okay. What kind of
fireplace?
things are on display?
Are there cookies?
No cookies. That's what Albus is for.
Yeah.
What was the other question?
Yeah. Sorry.
What kind of things are on display here?
You got 3 levels of like a potion, and then on another window you have a little bit of weapons that aren't made here, but they have been tinkered with to have and what is it? What's the game term? A trait or
Yeah. I believe that's right. Our quality.
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 They have been tinkered with to have a quality that is not inherent into the weapons. And then the third, maybe a little bit on the nose, but also like limbs. We got a foot and a hand.
Just a foot and a hand. Okay, I
Mhm.
like it. Well, yeah. Do you bring everybody inside? Do you take a moment to show them the shop? What's
I won't necessarily. I'll bring everybody aside, but first I'll just kind of stop and turn to Albus and be like, hold on, Kestrel, could you help me with something? Could you give him a boon, a buff?
You want me to make him stronger?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And I guess I shall cast Awaken then. Which I have to open a wound, so I
if you need, I can hand you your bracelet. We're here, so
I don't
not
think
bracelet,
I need it
but-
technically to cast.
Okay.
So I'll probably just, bite my hand, draw some blood, and I'll probably just come up and be like, "Can touch, Albus?"
Oh, talking to me?
Yeah.
So I kind of like quizzically look at what just happened and saw you bleeding from your hand after you bit it, and I just kind of hand my paw out to you.
Make stronger. Promise is good. and I touch his hand and I grab it as the glowing red of the blood kind of seeps into the fur and into the hand and whatever, and it should probably fill you with some sort of vigor as your body basically like muscles feel stronger, the blood rushes, you feel more powerful.
Yeah, your might goes up by 1 dice.
Yeah.
Nice. The fur on the back of my spine just shoots up as it as the
Nice.
blood starts to glow.
Gunolf, is this actually your shop? Are we breaking into someone?
Yeah, why are
Else's
you
shop
taking
right
this
now?
longer?
What's
this
happening?
is my shop. Don't worry.
Does your brother
this is-
agree that you're allowed to be inside of this shop?
Yes. This will be important to both of them, I think.
I'm sorry, which one went up,
Okay.
Dex or Might?
I might.
Might.
I buffed her might.
Got it.
Your might is it's Dex and might, right, for your weapon,
Yes.
or just okay, cool.
So, Gunolf, what's the idea?
Well, let's go ahead and head on in.
You first, dude.
Are you?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I'd open the
You're
door
already
and
in case
enter first.
Gunolf has like an ambush waiting for you.
Yeah,
I don't know
like
what's going on.
set off any booby
Is there
traps.
a little bell that goes off when you go in? Is it?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely,
Hell
there
yeah.
is.
Okay. So the little ding ding goes off
gosh.
as as you walk in. And yeah, I guess describe the interior of the store as everybody walks in and looks at everything. And what do they see when they come in?
There's a counter where all of the sales and other objects are on display, other potions and stuff. And behind the counter are additional trinkets that are kind of made for sale. There's nothing to really work on down here as far as where we would normally be to make our custom equipment. But this is like the forward facing thing of what people can expect when they order from it. And yeah.
Okay. So yeah, there's a bit of there's a second as you guys enter in, the bell rings, you all like there's quite a few of you, so you kind of have to shuffle all in. And like Lessa and Kyrie are sort of like, Kyrie's like, are we living here now? And Lessa's like, no, shh, like stop. And but then you guys hear footsteps, and out from the back of the store steps someone who looks oddly kind of like Gunolf, but much taller and bigger.
Mhm.
Doug,
More wolf than dog.
Yeah, do you want to describe this individual for everybody?
This is Kizif. Kizif is Gunolf's younger half brother, and he is a towering. He's more wolf than he is dog, but yeah, he is a towering individual that he wears armor much like Albus does, and he is fairly jacked.
Is he as tall as I am? Like, are we eye level?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, he comes out, he sees all of you. Doug, what's he do?
Brother. and he goes up to.
Okay, good. I thought it was gonna be.
He goes up to. He goes up to greet Gunolf and all of that, and after the interact, I'm not gonna play them both probably as well. I'm sure. Okay. Brother, how has it been? It's like, oh, it's been all right. That's right. We got it. It's a long story, but we've had quite a journey this past 5-ish days? Question mark.
Well, but you
Probably been a little bit longer than that.
you've been
Mhm.
gone for
Past week.
you've been gone with me and Albus adventuring the countryside,
Mm-hmm.
solving crime.
Yeah,
Running through
yeah.
gardens.
It's been a huge it's a story that I'll have to tell you another time. But here's everybody that I met along the way, and his eyes will immediately lock eyes with Albus, and he said, "I've heard that he's been traveling with a Titan," and he's just kind of walk up to you, Albus, and be like, "I want you to hit me as hard as you can."
Ooh,
So
okay.
at this point, I want opposed might and might checks.
Okay.
So both of you roll might.
I
plus
want to.
might.
I want to take a
We're gonna
moment to
see.
kind of reflect on this. That he just asked me to punch him really
They
hard.
want you to beat him.
Yes, so
Feels like this is Fight Club.
When it got off, it's like I bet, or Kiss was like, I've heard you travel with the Titan. Steve says, "All right, guilty as charged." It's like, no, the actual big figure.
The only thing that Albus really has to say back is only if you return the favor.
Oh, absolutely.
What's wrong with you two?
That's what we do.
Let them cook.
Let them cook. Oh my god.
Okay.
So I need to go to rolls.
There's my roll.
Doug, what did he roll?
Kisif rolled a 7 and a 6.
Ouch.
For a total of
It's
13.
pretty good.
And I rolled a 10.
And a 10, a 9, and a 1.
9
Do
and
you
a
want to
1.
do a Fabula
Do you
point?
know, though, did you roll with your extra might?
No, I hit.
Yeah.
I hit might.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're
But
good.
Did you roll with your
But
extra
with,
dice, though?
Yeah, you gotta
It
make
should
sure your
be
dice,
count.
your
It
dice
should be
got
because
paid.
I did the up because I got
Oh,
9. I got
okay.
9.
Okay.
So
did you want to do a Fabula?
I have one more Fabula point, so might as well
Do
use
it.
it.
Nothing's
All
more
right.
important than this.
After feeling the rush
Kestrel
of
bled
vigor
for
that I
you.
got from Kestrel, I want to redo that. And we're gonna do it again.
You want to roll 1d10? Oh, there it is.
There we go. That's
Nice.
better.
Oh, jeez, did you put him to the
Nice.
wall?
16.
What?
7 and 9.
16.
7 and 9.
Okay.
There you go.
Well,
Perfect.
yeah. So, you just hit the fuck out of Kisif, like just boom. It is a solid, clean hit. Yeah. Does Kisif just know that he's not going to be able to compete with that, or does he give it a shot? If he does he do a shot back?
Oh yeah, he'll do a shot back, but it's more like appreciating exactly what just happened.
Okay.
So you two are just slap fighting. That's you
Uh,
wound up and slapped the fuck out
slap
of
fights
him.
with fists.
He
Yeah.
stayed on his feet, and then now he's gonna.
Return the
All
favor.
right.
The tough guy thing.
Excellent.
Steve wouldn't know anything about that.
Marvelous.
You would know, yeah.
Marvelous. I could not dream of my brother traveling with a more capable companion.
Well,
you,
that's
you have a formidable strike as well. I can see where Gunolf gets his strength from. His family is notably strong.
Gunolf isn't strong necessarily, but he is smart. That's where he wins.
So I'm Steve. It's nice to meet you, Kisif. I'm just gonna try to shake his hand. I don't know if he's gonna be like,
Ugh. Bro.
He will give you the mightiest of grips in your hand shake.
Okay, that's strong.
So does he Does he? Do you shake the hand with the artificial hand? Is that what happened?
Technically, I can't remember which. I think it's my left hand is the one that.
Your left.
looking at
Yeah,
your
in your
sprite
Right
picture,
there. Your
it's your
spray looks
left.
like your left hand.
Yeah, so my right hand, my good hand, but now it's broken. So
Gunolf, I need another hand.
Yeah. Well, okay. Do you guys all make your introductions?
Myra will politely wave. Be like, hi, I'm Myru.
Hello.
Nice
I've
to
heard-
meet you.
I've heard of your people.
Oh, uh, she's a little surprised about that. It's not every day that many kitsune come to the mainland, so
No, I haven't met any kitsune. I've only heard of them through my friends.
that makes more sense.
Hmm. I have many friends, many plant friends, many beast friends.
Wait, you can be plants in this world? Can I be a carrot next time?
Carrot pig?
He is. You wouldn't know this yet.
You're unsure of exactly what he's talking about.
Okay.
There are
Myra will ask.
there are like plant elementals, but like and some plant aligned like dryads exist, but that's unless he's talking about that, you have no idea what he's talking about. Sorry.
Okay, great.
Michaela.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. She would just ask like if he, communes with nature, if he has an affinity for it.
Yes. Yes.
Gross.
I
love plants.
Kestrel's eyes are just huge, just looking up at this gigantic man. And I'm just like, and I just kind of tap Gunolf's sleeve, and I'm just like, looks like Wolf.
Have I met this dude before?
I don't
Okay.
know if you have. Maybe.
I guess it's technically possible. but
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that one up to you.
Yeah, I feel like you probably
You've been
have,
around
right?
a
'Cause
while.
you're
You're a
family.
little old. Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean,
He
depends
is
on
a half brother.
it depends on how much you stuck around some of Wagner's like grandchildren and whatnot. So that would have been kind of up to you, and like, or if you spent your time with eventually getting your own daughter. You know what I mean? Like how much time you spent.
Yeah. I'm gonna say no, I don't know him. Maybe
Okay.
I like
Okay.
left too early or
You-
something.
You've maybe heard. of
Yeah.
him,
He's
but-
been off adventuring when
Not
you
formally.
stopped by
Nice
to
to put a
visit.
face to the name, maybe.
There you go. Ditto.
Okay.
You could say it.
I did, ditto. I'm just kidding.
Well, okay. So, does Gunolf sort of explain the situation? Lessa sort of there, kind of waves and sort of like, "Hi, I'm Lessa," and then the little, I'm Kyrie. She because it's like he's so big. She's just like trying to like shake a finger. I don't know. He's pretty big.
Fingernail.
You have a
Uh,
mighty grip, child.
and she giggles and then gets shy. So
And
yeah,
Rosalind has not really made her way. I mean, she's in the store, but she's at the door, has it like cracked, and is just looking outside towards the street.
okay, it's good. I like that. So now that introductions have been made, does Gunolf explain to Kisif like what's going on, what the situation is?
Yeah. We'd head upstairs where there's considerably less counter space, so there's more area for people to talk. There's of course a lot more equipment up there to where things can be tinkered with. There's chemistry equipment and all of that. This is where like the products are made, but there is more space because we're not trying to sell anything.
Okay.
So we will head upstairs.
Okay. Is this something where you want Kisif like? Obviously he kind of greets everybody and everything,
Mhm.
but Do you want everybody to attend upstairs, or do you explain to him what Lissa is there for and like hiring her and stuff like that, or do you explain all that to Kisif? Or
Yes. At the very least, we'll explain that we have hired. We've hired Lessa to help around the store and also kind of advertise the work that Gunelf does, and with her expertise, not necessarily expertise, but her know-how in mining and stuff, that she might be able to acquire more materials from people that come around and try to sell off ores and whatever for.
what are Kisif's thoughts on Gunolf's a little impromptu hiring here?
Perhaps more relief, because this is not his expertise. He has more expertise in plant life and gardening than he does of materials that people use to make machines and stuff like that. So he's more along the sides of the potion making, and not necessarily along the sides of the robotics and the quality making of the shop. So having
the tinctures, not the trinkets.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Well, I assume he's going to try to get Lissa sort of settled and sort of filled in on the situation with the store, where everything is, kind of show her the ropes, everything like that. What's everybody else doing that you kind of had a chance to sort of get here and get settled upstairs amongst all of the equipment, essentially?
And making or giving Albus clothes that he can pick out.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if I could either ask Gunolf or Kisif if I can peruse their wardrobe for something that might fit me, so that I could hide a little bit better.
Yes, absolutely. I wish that you would.
And perhaps there's maybe there's something here. I mean, we can always go looking in shops, but perhaps there's something here that could temporarily cover up, say, a pair of handcuffs.
I would certainly say that there is more than enough fabric, just given the size of the people that wear things, that even a regular shirt would be quite baggy on Kestrel. So you certainly have enough material to cobble something together. So I guess it just kind of...
Could we cobble together like a little cloak or something, just out of like some fabric or whatever?
Yeah, I would say that that would totally work. I mean, what might be just sort of a standard short, like little short rain cloak or something like that would probably be pretty sizable on you. So
okay,
yeah,
cool.
Okay. Well, so now that your kind of rough clothing situation is settled, you're a little bit, I don't want to say disguised, but undercover, so to speak. What's your guys' next step? As Kisif is sort of showing Lissa the ropes, and Kyrie's wandering about downstairs with them. You guys kind of have the upper floor, I imagine, to yourselves. What do you guys want to do?
We should talk about what we want to do next. So I think Steve would just be like, all right, well, we're here. How do we go about what we want to accomplish next? We might want to split up, cover more ground. We're a little under a time crunch. But I suppose it depends on what we want to get done. All right, the dogs are very distracted right
now. I do have a little bit more left to do on Lessa's arm. If she's going to be helping around the shop, it'd be nice if she would be able to fully articulate her hand. So there's a little bit more that I need to do yet. But besides that, it shouldn't take me very long. We can then do more stuff. I can show you guys around, and see if there's anything in particular that you guys need before we head out.
Well, it is starting to get a little bit late. I think one of the first things we need is bedrolls or sleeping bags or something that will not only cover tonight or however long we're staying here, thanks to Gunolf, but also, I don't know about you, I didn't sleep especially well on the train. It'd be nice to have a few things with us that will work no matter which direction we're heading after this.
Actually, yeah, Jason, what time is it now?
Well, right now it's no. So it is about. It's actually about the time it is now. Sun is sort of recently set.
Okay.
I mean, you don't really have like a watch on you. Last I checked, but yeah. So 7.
We'll build
8.
it into the next hand.
No, yeah, I really meant more like, is it like sunsetting or like did we
Sunset?
get there?
The sun
Okay.
has set, and that sort of glow is basically disappearing on the horizon. So you are basically on the cusp of nightfall.
Okay. Yeah, so then, yeah, we should probably just look to sleep. We're not going to do anything tonight, but we should talk about a game plan for tomorrow before we go to bed, so we know exactly, because what if we need to be up super early, right? So, and we should talk about in terms of what we think we need to go north, and then kind of break it down from there. What can we accomplish in the town? There's some, like, research that I would love to do on a couple different things now. But also like make sure that we have the money and supplies and everything we need to head north to a couple different locations. That might involve saying, is there a bounty in the town? Do we need extra money? Or what? So also when we say go north, one thing I'd want to talk about is like how far is the Tiger Village, for example. Is it like a 30-minute walk or is it like 30 miles and we need like good transportation?
Do you want an actual answer to that question?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could ask Albus because Steve wouldn't know, right? So,
Let's see.
Yeah.
Loading up the map.
I would figure we'd need to get back on the trail.
We would first go into Donlaika, which is Gunolf's actual place of where he's from, before heading to Albus's place.
So Donlaika's about
A day
2
away.
days, a day away. Like there's a day of
Okay.
distance between the two of them. So in theory, whatever. And then there's basically 9 days of travel, assuming you follow the sort of road between here and the name that you just gave.
Casimir?
Casimir, yes.
So I'm sorry. So then is Casimir 7 days north of Dolmaika?
Not 9. Wait,
You
6,
said 9
7,
from
8,
here,
9.
right?
No, 9 from Donlaika, and then it's
Donlaika.
basically like 2 days to Donlaika from where you are.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
That's by foot, so we'd probably get
Correct.
some kind of.
Oh, I thought that was on the fucking train. I was like, Jesus
Oh, no.
Christ, we're
Strap
never
in
getting
for another
there.
exciting tram
No, no.
ride.
No. So that there is no tram that runs
Yeah.
up to Casimir
I
or
don't-
to
yeah,
Donlaika.
it's just-
Donlaika is like a day of foot travel.
A day
or,
of foot
oh,
travel.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
2 days of foot travel. But if you're on a horse, it's a day. You're good. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Horse and then
if you're
Casimir
just
is
gonna hoof
9
it,
days-
it'll take a bit.
And then is Casimir 9 days on a horse north?
That's 9 days on foot.
Okay.
So it would be like 5 days on a horse,
okay,
something like that.
We should get a horse then. Is what it's starting.
We need to
sound
find a
like.
big horse.
I don't know if we'll all
Multiple
fit on a
horses.
horse.
Yeah,
No,
that's
just one.
I'm not saying let's find one
Yeah, the single
horse for all of us.
Centipede horse.
Yeah, maybe we can tie Custer to the back and maybe we can just tow her. No, everybody gets a horse.
Could get a carriage too.
I was gonna say a carriage
Yeah,
would also
carriage.
work.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything.
yeah.
Yes.
If one of you had just made a horse folk, we could have ridden you, but no.
Oh, that's inappropriate.
Yeah. Save a cowboy, ride a horse.
Okay. Great. So I would think to secure. But we don't know how much a carriage is, so we would want to find that out. But we probably are going to need more funds. So somebody should see, is there like a bounty board in this town?
That
Gunolf,
or-
actually, you might know already. Is Lighthaven, do they do bounties? Is there like a guild? What's the situation?
Yes, they absolutely do bounties. So, if that's a thing that you'd like to do, that's certainly something we can get done.
In a city of this nature, it also might be possible to find temporary work.
I was going to say, you are probably more likely, especially if time is of the essence, to just find temporary work. Because otherwise you'd have to go probably leave the city, go look for whatever the issue is. Like this isn't like this is a big city, and it's not like they just got
city.
yeah. So like this isn't like, I mean, let's be honest. Even if you were in New York, they're not like, yeah, hey, we got some gangbangers down on 34th. Could you just go clear them out? Like that's not really how that works. So
Come back
they
and
have
just tell
guards
me
for
you
that.
did it, and I'll give you like $20.
Correct. So yeah, it doesn't work that way. The city guard and they handle everything in the city. So like you're more likely to just find some temporary work for the day if you guys are looking for something to do. Yeah.
We can also
And
do
there's
some
certainly-
shopping too.
There is certainly there are certainly jobs. There are jobs. There are definitely people who are looking to hire people if you seem capable enough. So
Cool. Like so stuck on like this is D&D or whatever, so like we gotta go on a quest. And you're like, no, just like temp job.
No,
just
no.
like file some papers.
They need some people to take the
okay.
trash out over at this bar.
Oh, okay. Well, that works.
So, but Rosalind mentioned getting like bedding and stuff. Like, should we get that tonight? Like before we, so that we can sleep, so that you guys can sleep better tonight, or what was?
Yeah,
it?
Gunolf, what do you have in terms of bed rolls and sleeping bags, if anything?
Normally, it's just me and my brother, so we'll just set up something in this room as far as where we sleep. But since we have all you guys, it'd be too tight, and also we'd be kind of, forcing him to not sleep up here as well. So absolutely, we should probably get a room for the night. I'll gladly meet you guys there after I fix up Les's hand. But besides that, yeah.
Oh, so you're saying we should get a
There's-
hotel?
there's-
Get a hotel, yeah, or get an inn.
Yeah. And I mean, it might be nice if Lessa and Kyrie were able to sleep here too. At the very least, so they understand the area, and know the ins and outs.
It sounds like Kissif already takes up like half the room anyways, so
Yeah. Well, all right. So let's get an inn for the night then, and once we're there, we can talk about maybe what we want to do tomorrow. Does that sound good?
Sounds perfect.
All right. Point me.
there is an inn
Okay.
that Gunolf could point you towards. It's perhaps the largest inn. You'd actually have to double back a little bit. It's basically sort of right near. Honestly, you kind of went north. If you had just sort of dipped south a little bit, right outside Sunstop Station, you would have got to the Welcome Inn, which is like a really big. It's got like 60 rooms in it. It's pretty well known for like, hey, when you've just popped off on the city and you need a place to crash, you can do that. Each room has 2 beds in it, so you guys could cram in there pretty well if you wanted to. It's about 45 zenny a night per room.
Okay.
But like I said, each one has 2 beds and meals are included. So
Nice. And I won't need to be included in that, so
in
it
eat
could be
or sleep.
2, 4, 6. What am I saying?
So 3
3 bedrooms.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You could just stay at the Tinkerer shop and
Yeah.
just like hang out.
I'll be
and-
your bodyguard.
Yeah, just poke around.
well, they're still selling or is sleeping. You're just sitting there selling stuff.
Mhm.
And before
So
we
we're-
had left the Tinkerer shop to go to the inn, I had found a cloak in Kissif's wardrobe, extra big. some clothes that actually fit me.
Nice.
And I asked him, could I borrow this, friend?
I would
Punch it.
I would prefer if you did. Use it. Wear it. Wear it into battle.
I shall. I appreciate it. And then I throw it over myself and I throw the hood up. I said, this actually fits kind of big.
He'll grow into it.
Okay, so we're headed to the inn.
Okay. So you guys track your way through the city streets out of Bottle Alley and through Hammer Hovel yet again. The sounds in Hammer Hovel are still going into the night. There's definitely a bit of a, I don't want to say a mood change, but like going from sort of the setting sun to the night. It's basically just sort of the golden lit streets with the sort of orange glow of the different forges and everything else. But the hammering and tinkering, or the tinking of everything going on, still resonating into the night. Definitely not the easiest place to sleep if you're not used to it. But you head back and eventually pass by the front of the Sunstop station and head over to this just large wooden building, and it's got 4 floors to it, and it's got a big old sign on the front that just says the Welcome Inn. Yeah, there's lights on in a bunch of the different rooms. Looks to be up and running and good to go. If you guys head inside, I assume you do, you are greeted by a young woman with red hair, and she's sort of got like these sort of goggles sort of resting up on her head, kind of keeping her hair up. She seems to be maybe a human halfling, kind of on the short side, but young, decently good looking. You know, she's pretty as far as people go, and she just sort of takes you all in and goes, "What can I do for you?"
Is Gunolf with us now, or did he stay behind and he was going to meet us later?
He's staying behind.
I was going to meet you later.
So I would let Roz take the lead.
All right.
Rude.
Yeah.
She
Right.
has our money.
The only other person with money besides Gunolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her fucking money. That's not your money. You
I
get
thought it
some
was the
fucking
group's
money.
money.
No, I
I
gave
get
that all
all
to
my money.
Gunolf.
I will take the lead. Gunolf,
You
can I
gave
please
all
use some money? And so I will use the group money and be like, "Hi there, we'd like to get 3 rooms."
Steve just gave somebody
And
his money.
I thought we were all
I
funneling
know.
our money to
That's
Gunolf.
he's like, what money? What are you talking about?
God. So yes, 3 rooms, please.
Okay. So that she's like, "Okay, well that'll be 135 zenny."
All right, here you go.
Okay. And when you go to pay, she actually sort of grabs your arm. I'm just going to assume that you're paying with your artificial arm. And she goes, "Wow, where'd you get this?"
I've had a friend build it for me.
And she, kind of unprompted by you, just sort of takes your hand and sort of lifts it up and just sort of kind of like looks at it. She goes, "This is fine work. I'd love to meet your friend."
Yeah, so Steve's a little hesitant to give. He was supposed to be staying under the radar. But he says, "Yeah, we'll see if we can arrange a meet and greet here later. He's on his way. He's not here yet."
And she just kind of keeps looking at it and just starts kind of like moving, like testing the articulation on some of your fingers, like just without asking you. And at this point, an older woman that looks a bit similar in features, but got her hair kind of tied up in a bun, comes up to the front and starts to like slaps the young girl on the side. And she goes, "Betty, leave him alone. Shoot, get out of here." And she goes, "Come on." And then so she kind of scoots off. And the older woman goes, "I'm sorry about that. My daughter thinks she's an artificer already. Anyway, I'll show you guys your rooms. Thank you very much." And she kind of takes the money that was just sort of dumped on the desk and sort of puts it away.
I don't mind.
And she goes,
she has a good eye for work.
And she goes, No, she should be here doing her job. You do not let her get away with it. You understand me?" follow me. And she sort of hurries off and takes you guys upstairs to your rooms.
Nice.
And as she like on the way up, she sort of kind of peeks behind the desk, and you kind of hear her foom, 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 and she pulls off 3 keys, and then she brings them up there with you guys and gives you guys the keys to your room. Cool. Do you want to know what your room number is? Do you care? Is that important to you? I know.
Who goes where?
What floor?
3rd floor. Okay. 3rd floor, and it'll be rooms 15, 16, and 17. So
Unlucky
315,
numbers.
316, 317. Well, that's
A
just
bad
how that
omen.
is.
Stay behind. Okay. So it's Kestrel, Rosalind, Maru, Albus, Steve are all at the inn.
Yeah, and then
Gunoff will join us later. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the rooms are nice, I will say. These are not shit rooms. There's certainly a bit of a cozy vibe to it. And as she sort of lets you in and everything like that, she goes, well, if y'all need anything, we have breakfast in the morning, complimentary. And if you need anything, ask for me, Miss Kate, and I will take care of you. Have a good night. And she sort of scoots off.
Oh, nice. So we should wait for Gunoff to get here. Marie, you should probably come with Gunoff, even though you don't, just so we can talk.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so I guess other than that, we're just laying low until they get here.
Mm-hmm.
So go into one of the rooms and start rifling around.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Okay.
Play more
There's
knife games.
There's a lot of things. So it's I mean, a lot of things is maybe a lot. There is like a little washroom with this weird sort of like semi see-through, like I don't know, it's almost like a stone, but like you can kind of see through it, and it smells really good, but it doesn't taste very good though at all. So you're not really sure what to make of that.
It?
Because you tasted it. Yeah, you did taste
Okay,
it.
good.
I've decided-
Why wouldn't
yeah.
you?
You know Kestrel, constantly putting things in her mouth.
Yeah, and so you're sort of like, I'm not too sure what to make of this. But there's like really on the beds, there's really comfort, like it's nice quilted fabric. It's very comfortable, very sort of like very warm. That is like one thing that a lot of you can notice about just the general quality. Fabric, very high quality here, and comes in a lot of different varieties, not just in the inn here, but in a lot of the other buildings that you've seen, drapes, like people's clothing, things like that. Those of you that are from Lighthaven know that they have a pretty sizable textile industry here. So there's a decent variety of those sorts of things, and the Welcome Inn is very good at kind of showing that off. As you're kind of floofing the pillows and everything like that, it's some of the softest fabric that Kestrel's probably ever felt up until this point.
True.
Yeah. Yeah. So
soft. So nice.
It'll be better than sleeping on the ground tonight, that's for sure.
I sleep on ground all time. It's okay, but this is better.
It's a little bit of an improvement, yeah.
And the bed does bounce, so that's also
Trample
a thing.
Oh no.
Built in.
Bounce on the bed.
Yep, bounce on the bed.
Bouncing on the bed. I'm tracking the thing with a little bit of dirt too, because I never took my shoes off.
If we ever get Kyrie and Kestrel in the same room, I don't know what'll happen.
A whirlwind. And hey, at least the room's a little bit bigger, so now you're not worried about hitting your head in the ceiling like we were in the last place.
For Albus, probably. Yeah.
So time out, especially now that Gunoff's not here, what actually is the money situation? Because I thought it was a group fund, but Roz has her own money. So how is that working? And I just want to know if when we're separated.
I mean, we can work on party funds, but I had money left over from my character creation that most of you didn't, and then gambled and spun that up to like triple what it was. So she has her own funds that she has not put in.
Oh, well, okay. So
Yeah,
Roz has her own funds. Have we all, the rest of us?
Yeah.
I
Hold it in
have
together?
120 Zenit according to my sheet. I don't remember where it came from though.
Because we can keep
'Cause
separate. That's fine. I want to make sure that I'm not thinking it's all group fun when it's not.
I mean,
I am not keeping track of your guys'.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
fair.
pull a Matt Mercer here, and you better get Laura Bailey on top of this because I'm not doing it for you. Because
I'm fine with having not all of our money pooled together, but like have a collection for us to spend on inns and food.
Well,
That
so
way
when-
we always know we'll have that
Yeah.
for those situations.
So when Gunolf
If
arrives, we should figure out, because we have been pulling, we should figure out, okay,
Yes.
how do we split that up to where it makes sense? We still can keep some in the group pool, but then we each have some
Yes.
as well. Okay. We can talk about that when he gets here. Great.
Are you do you have 0?
I mean, what I was spending, though, was just like from the group fund, which I thought what we were all doing. So that's
I
why.
have 0.
Yeah.
I have. I
Whatever.
think.
I think I
I
also have
think you
0.
got it from roulette. I think that's where the 120 came
Oh, okay.
from. I think.
Yeah, that's
from the
probably when you
gambling.
went
And Kush was like,
gambling.
what's money? So-
yeah.
Right, because you succeeded.
I don't care. I have a
Right.
weird smelling rock.
I have a tool.
I have a tool.
Yeah, because you won a gambling. That's where you got your money.
Yeah, that sounds right. That's right. Because I was like, I'm never doing that again.
Because it was like 10 times your level, which at the time was 6, and
Yeah.
then you won, so you doubled it.
You're right.
So I think Gunolf and Marie, what are you guys doing?
I'm seeing how I can help Gunolf again with his tinkering.
I am working on the last little bit of Lesla's hand,
Okay.
getting that all sorted out. I imagine at this point it's probably all good to go and fully articulating. So
I would suspect so. It takes you guys only like, I don't know, hour or two to put all the finishing pieces on it, get everything together, especially now that you have access to all of your tools in your workshop. It's your workshop. You know where everything is and everything like that. And
Can
Lessa
I-
is
can I ask a question? That since this is my own shop, can I increase my inventory points to full?
well, like restock, you mean?
Yes.
Yes, I'll allow that.
Okay.
Yeah, you can pocket your own shit. That seems fine. Yeah, so you're here. Lessa is ecstatic about you being there and fixing everything up.
Hi, everybody.
And everybody died.
Lord.
Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
no.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh.
we're here.
I went to go fill up his inventory points.
Ah.
Okay.
I have it here open, so I think we're good.
So she's thankful. I mean, she's like, I will do. I assure you, Mr. Gunolf, sir, I am going to take good care of the shop while you're away. I know I don't want to pry, but it seems like you and your friends are, you're doing some important things, and I want you to know that I will make sure that everything. I will hold down the fort. All the work that I put in the mines, I will do twice as much here. I can never thank you enough, Sir Gunnel, sir.
You already have. Thanked me enough. It's fine. Yeah, no, I want you to make the best life that you can out here for you and your sister, right? It's her sister?
It is it.
Okay. So find schooling for her. I think she'd make an excellent tinkerer and artificer. So it might be difficult to find schooling for that here, but no, I think she'd be great at it. And with your knowledge about mining and materials, I think you'd be great at helping me out finding stuff for everything that I need to do for adding qualities to the weapons and tools that people will bring about. So I think you're a great fit. And until you find a place, as you've seen, we have some bedrolls upstairs that my brother and I have used. So you're more than welcome to them. And yeah, I expect great things of you.
And she's very thankful. Well, I appreciate it. like I said, I'll make sure that Kyrie stays out of trouble. I don't know about an artificer or anything like that. She has her heart set on riding one of the wyverns that she saw when we were walking through the city.
That'd be
So
great. That'd be
maybe
awesome.
maybe we give her a couple years before she figures some of that out. But
I'm excited.
and she goes, "Thank you. I'll
Mhm.
And she
Do
sort
you-
of
uh,
she
do
sort of
you- do
wipes
you like
away a
the-
bit of a tear and then goes, "It's we'll do good things for you, sir."
Do you like the organic bug thing that we have going on here, or
And she goes, yeah, actually. I mean, I thought it was a little weird at first, but I actually kind of like it. It kind of reminds me of where we came from, over by Roulette. So that's kind of nice."
perfect? I'm happy. And then yeah,
yeah.
I suppose Miss Sharp and I will head on over to the hotel.
Okay.
Great.
Unless you had something else that you needed to say to Alessa and Kyrie. You have another child here that you're officially a mother figure for, right?
No.
One is enough.
I already have
You know-
1.5.
Yeah.
Too much. I'm just kidding.
Okay. So you guys eventually head back over to the Welcome Inn, and what's everybody can meet up. Is that it? Everyone want to get together, sleep for the night? What's our plan?
Let's get in one room and talk.
Yeah, Sean wants to talk money.
No. Well,
Yeah.
We gotta talk about tomorrow.
I wanna
Where's my
talk
money?
About what we're doing tomorrow. And if going to the bank is one of them. Yeah, I want to figure out what we're doing.